Hello everybody, I'm Annie and I am going to show you how to steam set your yarn that you've spun today. I am working with singles because we're doing this with the Woolery spin along, so this will be a good video if you are taking part in that. So basically I have a little hand steamer here. You don't need to use a hand steamer, you don't have to buy anything. If you have a kettle at home, maybe not an electric kettle because they shut off and your steam piddles out, but you can use a regular kettle that is going to continually have steam come out of the top of it. So, but just for ease, we're going to use a hand steamer today. It will take a second to warm up, and while it's doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about the yarn that I have on here. This is actually Shetland, and a part of the spin along we're going to do certain weights, and this is my first attempt at worsted weight. You'll hear this 1,000 times, but I am not a beginner spinner, but I'm not an expert, I'm not an instructor. I'm doing the spin along with everybody else, so I am learning my own level of, my own consistency. This is a worsted weight, but it actually is, I feel like, a little bit too thin, but that's okay. But it's also been on the niddy noddy for about 3 days, so the tension of it sitting on the niddy noddy has actually kind of calmed the singles down. We have our steam going, but you can see how much it, twists back in each other because it's not plied. So you want to be careful with steam. Steam is hot. It is hot water that is boiling and giving off, vapor, and that vapor is gonna basically spread your twist out and make your yarn a little bit more easier to use. So you just basically hold it. You can watch the steam change the yarn, like it happens right in front of your eyes. You also want to turn it front and back and even separate it a little bit so the ones in the middle get some steam too. So I am putting some tension on it as well when I am steaming it to add to that, aid it in, spreading that twist out more. I have an area that I have a high twist on in this section right here. I don't know if you can zoom in, but it's hot. And it's kind of fun to watch those high twist areas spread out. Except this one doesn't want to spread out because it's really twisted. And the reason we're doing steam setting with singles is because singles are so active after you spun them, and it's kind of hard to get them to be organized in water and to do the wash like you would with applied yarn. So this actually just is an easier way to set it without getting it to be tangled and everything. Moving it around, opening it up. It's easier in smaller quantities. Obviously, if you have a large skein, it might take a while because this is only probably 20 yards and it's going to take me, a few minutes per side. So, as you can see, there's still a little bit of twist left in the yarn, but it's workable, it's manageable. What I do, because it is a little wet, you will want it to dry completely before you use it for a sample or use, to do your projects. You could put it back on the niddy noddy. Now this is not super wet, it's just damp, so I don't think it's going to damage this wood at all. And but if you have a PVC niddy noddy or something you can put it on that would be better with damp yarn, that might be best. So now with the tension and the steam setting, if you let this dry like this, once you take it off your niddy noddy, it'll be easily workable, and you can make knit swatches or you can weave swatches to see how your yarn stands up with your project. So this is a finished mini skein of singles. As you can see, there's still a slight kink to it, but mainly it's pretty finished. You can definitely weave with this, or you can spin or knit with it to make swatches. But yeah, you can see how the tension, how this is, well, it's dried under tension because I had it left on the Nitty Naughty. So you can see how it really helped keep the twist out of it while it dried. So yeah, steam finishing. It works.